Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're shedding light on a topic that often slips through the cracks: Portugal's economic reality and why it doesn't receive the international recognition it deserves. At first glance, Portugal seems like a dream: stunning beaches, historic architecture, and a relaxed lifestyle. But beneath the surface lies a set of economic challenges prompting a significant number of Portuguese citizens to relocate in pursuit of better prospects. In this video, we'll break down some underlying reasons why Portugal's economy is frequently ignored and why an increasing number of people are moving abroad. We'll explore factors like limited income growth, talent loss, demographic shifts, economic dependency on tourism, and policy pitfalls. If you're into world economies or simply fascinated by Portugal, this is a video you won't want to miss. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future content. Let's dive in. Let's begin with the human capital exodus, Portugal's growing brain drain. Portugal has one of the highest emigration rates in Europe, with over 2 million nationals now living overseas, about a fifth of its population. Since the global financial crisis, more than 20,000 highly qualified individuals, including healthcare professionals, engineers, and academics, have left the country each year. Many head to countries like Germany, Switzerland, and the UK in search of greater career advancement, higher salaries, and better quality of life. In 2021, nearly 50% of emigrants had tertiary education, a stark contrast from previous decades. Now let's talk about stagnant earnings and productivity challenges. Portugal's economy is weighed down by low wages and weak labor productivity. In 2023, the average monthly income hovered around €1,155, far below Germany's average of €4,000. Many Portuguese still earn close to the minimum wage of €741, making it difficult to keep up with rising living expenses. This is partly due to low investment in digitalization, inefficient labor policies, and a heavy dependence on service-based industries. Tourism alone generates roughly €25 billion annually, but most jobs in the sector are low-skill and seasonal. Next, there's a critical demographic shift taking place: Portugal is getting older. The country's fertility rate is among the lowest in the European Union, at just 1.4 children per woman in 2021. Between 2010 and 2020, Portugal's population declined by 300,000 people. Projections indicate that by 2070, the population could shrink to 8 million, with over a third aged 65 or older. This aging trend puts a major strain on pensions, social services, and the healthcare system. In 2023, foreign workers added €2.7 billion to Portugal's social security system, but it's not enough to offset the mounting pressure. An older, less productive workforce reduces economic agility and makes the country less appealing to global investors. Another issue is Portugal's reliance on tourism and a narrow economic base. Although tourism is booming and brings in record revenues, €25 billion in 2023 alone, it doesn't create the kind of high-skill, innovation-driven employment needed to build a sustainable, competitive economy. Portugal's business landscape is dominated by small companies in non-exportable service sectors. Manufacturing plays a secondary role, while agriculture, even with strong exports like wine and tomato paste, makes up less than 3% of GDP due to limited modernization. This lack of diversification leaves Portugal vulnerable to external shocks, such as pandemics or downturns in international travel. Lastly, let's look at the government's economic strategy, often reactive rather than visionary. Since joining the European Union in 1986, Portugal has received substantial financial support. But instead of channeling these funds toward innovation and industrial development, much of the spending has focused on short-term public consumption. Following the 2011 debt crisis and the €78 billion EU IMF rescue package, austerity measures gutted public services and slashed jobs. This eroded public confidence in institutions. In fact, trust in EU bodies dropped from 65% in 2007 to just 34% in 2012. To make things worse, Portugal's tax burden is high, with top marginal tax rates exceeding 85%, and bureaucratic red tape continues to deter entrepreneurship and foreign investment. There has been little policy action to encourage business expansion, research, or innovation. The result is an economy stuck in low gear, unnoticed globally and unattractive to younger generations seeking bold opportunities. So, what does this all mean? We've looked at some major reasons why Portugal's economy flies under the global radar, from limited wage growth and brain drain to population aging, economic dependence on tourism, and short-sighted policies. These are interconnected challenges that quietly hold the country back. But the future isn't set in stone. With the right reforms focused on education, entrepreneurship, digital infrastructure, and workforce development, Portugal could reposition itself as one of Europe's most dynamic economies. Some even envision it becoming the California of the EU, a hub for innovation, talent, and sustainable living. What do you think? Is Portugal on the brink of transformation, or will these issues continue to hold it back? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone interested in global economics, and hit that subscribe button. We've got more deep dives on other European economies coming soon, and we'd love your suggestions on which country to explore next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.